Good afternoon, and thanks for watching. Let's talk for a little bit about the budget bill that has been passed by the House and is heading to the Senate. First thing that should be noted is the major benefits of this bill are going to the top 1% uh, of wealth in this country. And people at lower levels are getting very little, if anything, from it. So what's the first thing to understand? It adds about $4 trillion at least to the federal deficit. Second, they're cutting $700 billion from Medicaid, and it is expected that over a period of time will throw 8 to 15 million people off of the Medicaid rolls. It will cut $300 billion from what's called the SNAP program, which is the Food Assistance Program, which 42 million people depend upon to have enough food to survive on. These figures that I'm quoting are coming from an independent consulting group called KFA, and you can probably go online and find those numbers yourself. Meanwhile, in order to qualify for Medicaid, there's certainly work requirements and that are being imposed, and the working age is being dropped from age 18 to age 7. That's right, age 7, which I now think is the working age in the state of Florida. We're back to slave labor in this country. The ICE budget, which, and keep in mind, they're saying that ICE has essentially stopped all illegal immigration in this country over the last couple of months, is going from $34 billion a year, or I'm sorry, $3.4 billion a year to about $11 billion a year, projected to be $45 billion over the next 4 years. They're being given the authority and the funds to hold up to about 100,000 people in this country. So the labor camps and prison camps that we saw with the Japanese in World War II, which is a blight on our history, is coming back again in full force. This puts me in mind, or brings back to mind, the disastrous meeting that Trump had with the president of South Africa, where he showed a memorial to white farmers who had been killed, saying that those were actually graves of people that had been buried, which is not true. And he showed people being buried, but one of the advantages of modern day technology is what he was being showed were people, aid workers, being buried in the Congo after they had been brutally killed. Had nothing to do with South Africa, but of course this doesn't impact Trump, because he doesn't read or pay attention to anything other than what somebody has told him. Meanwhile, he is quoting to the president of South Africa from Facebook pages of one of the major racists in South Africa, a white supremacist. This should not come as any great surprise, because on his meeting with top Bitcoin buyers or crypto coin, whatever it is, he had people who had names like racist, excuse my French, fuck the Jews, and carrying swastikas. These things don't bother Trump because it's money in the bank as far as he's concerned. So this is what's going on today, and I thank you for watching.